So it's day 14 on Washington DC, and I've just come off my shift. The last 2 days have been challenging. We've had everything from 45 knots easing back down to 20, and actually in the last hour it's just dropped to 15 knots. So we're just shaking out a reef now. But I've been on the helm for an hour. I can't feel my hands or my feet. But what was really depressing was just we could see Berkezela on the horizon, and we're trying to keep up with them, but we just saw them kind of get away from us. So that was a bit annoying.
I think the hardest part of where we're at now is probably the wet. But obviously on deck you have waves and you expect it, but then down below as well, it's just so wet. Like the condensation that like drips off everywhere, it's just like you can't really escape it, and everything's just damp. And I think, you know, when it's relentlessly like that for days and days and days, you just get a little bit tired and just sort of begging for some dry. It's also quite cold. So looking at the fleet, we kind of have 3 packs. We have the front runners here, Halong Bay, Zhuhai, Dare to Lead. They're about 80 miles in front of us. Then we've kind of got the mid-fleet. Leading that is UNICEF and Qingdao down here. And then you've got a line of us up here. BCF are just in front of us. You can actually see them live at the moment. They're about 6 miles. And then a bit further back than all of that, we have Punta here, who are just trucking along at the back. And the weather for the next 24 hours, so this big low pressure that's here, we've been following for the last few days, is going to start moving faster than us. And it's going to outrun us, so we're expecting the wind to drop off slightly, and it's going to veer as well and come a bit more behind us and keep boosting us towards Fremantle.